The growing density of road traffic, allied with the rapid increase in school population, presents a problem of modern times which is the concern of every parent. Children must cross roads to get to school, and the danger is all apparent. In Tasmania, this problem has been tackled in a manner which has produced first-class results. Compare this crossing with the one we've just seen. There we have seen in operation the School Patrol Officer Scheme, which operates throughout the length and breadth of Tasmania. The scheme was devised and put into operation in 1949 by Mr. H.G. Beamish, Road Safety Officer of the Tasmanian Transport Commission. The patrol officers are all volunteers and are selected by the headmaster, who must also have the written consent of their parents. On his visits to the schools, the road safety officer instructs and trains the pupils in their duties. The patrol officers may be of either sex, but they must be at least 11 years old. The officers operate at dangerous crossings near the school. One officer is stationed at each end of the crossing. A red flag is flown at the crossing during the periods children are using it. The patrol officers are instructed to stand with their backs to the traffic and facing in the direction from which children are likely to come. They are not allowed in any circumstances to give directional signs to the traffic. Their job is solely to supervise and regulate the safe crossing of the roads by the children. Although officers have no control over vehicular traffic, they may and do report to headmasters any driver who fails to observe the regulations. After investigation, the principal may pass the complaint on to the police, and motorists have been prosecuted in this manner. The patrol officers also operate on buses, trains and trams, where they supervise the children's conduct. Officers are in charge of school buses, and before leaving the school, check to see that all pupils are present. Safety officers supervise safety and conduct and may report offenders to the headmaster. At each stop, the patrol officer supervises the safety of the children. While the children are leaving the bus, a close watch is kept that they remain on the roadside until all is clear. When the children are safely grouped by the roadside, the officer enters the bus, closes the door, and signals to the driver to proceed. On the way to school, a similar course is adopted. On trains, patrol officers have duties which are somewhat alike. At each station, they watch the conduct of the children. Patrol officers operating on trolley buses and trams make sure the children behave in a safe manner. When safety officers are satisfied that future patrol officers can carry out their duties with perfect safety to themselves and others, they are approved as safety patrol officers. The investiture of new officers is performed with due ceremony to establish them as persons of importance and authority. With the badge and the uniform also goes the respect and admiration of fellow school children. This is a vital part of the patrol system's success story. On the job, this respect pays big dividends. Since the scheme was introduced in 1949, not one accident has been reported at a supervised road crossing, despite the big increase in the number of children traveling long distances to school. The officers are always on duty and are encouraged in their leisure hours to speak to any child from their own school if they consider it necessary for the child's safety or the safety of others. The officers are not allowed to bully or force the children to do anything against their will. But the officers can report offenders to the headmaster, who may decide to give the culprit a safety talk. To create further interest and incentive, patrol officers recommended by their headmaster for carrying out duties efficiently and faithfully in their first year's service are presented with a certificate. If a patrol officer is recommended for a second year's work, he receives another certificate with a special sticker. A third year's meritorious work brings the reward of a medallion. And so the school safety patrol system carries on in its tradition of safety on the roads for children. Parents have learned to have confidence in the system, which has proved itself by its 100% record of safety. The patrols not only produce citizens with a sense of road safety, but their constant presence builds a careful approach in the younger children. The school patrol officer system has reduced the dangers of traffic for school children in Tasmania by a careful plan of selection, training, and organization. The school patrol officer today is a person of responsibility and a symbol of safety for children.